guys, it's Cal from Cal's Crafts. How you doing? Welcome back. And hi, if you've not been here before. I thought I'd do me whip and chat today. You are going to hear lots of noises in the background. You'll hear squeaky floorboards from up above, people coming in and out probably, and dogs woofing and cats meowing because everybody's at home. So I do apologise if that bothers you. I'm sorry, but I can't help it. We're all stuck here together. Jessie will be going for a shower shortly, so you'll probably hear the shower going on as well. So I said I'd do this first and then I'll cook them some lunch. I think they're having toasty sandwiches today, or cheese on toast or something like that. Something with cheese. And my phone goes off because I didn't put it on silent. Is that Jessie? No, it's Barclays. Barclays Bank, keeping in touch. Anyway, how's everybody's week going? I thought, what the heck am I going to talk about? If I don't, we're all on lockdown. Is there much going on? So I thought, well, you know, beat a bit of the lockdown, I'll talk to you lot. So this is what I'm going to do. As I say, lots of noise in the background, but it can't be helped. So what have I been up to this week? What exciting stuff have I been up to? Well, I did my live on Sunday. That was lovely. I think that boosted some of our spirits, even though there wasn't many people about, but it didn't matter because I wouldn't have cared if there was just one. It was just trying to make light of a horrible situation. So we were all having a bit of a giggle and doing some riddles and stuff. So we did have a giggle and then went to bed near enough straight after. I had a drink and then took my tabs and washed Jimmy Jams in bed, and then woke up I think about 1 o'clock, migraine. I thought, oh no, you're joking. So I thought, oh, I'll be all right. Nope. So I took some painkillers. Nope, that didn't work. So woke on and off all night with it. I'd sort of sleep for about 5 or 10 minutes and back to awake. And so I took some strong painkillers in the morning, but as the day got on, the migraine got worse. So I was in bed nearly all day. Monday night, I was crying through the night because the pain was just unreal. So I did take some morphine in the end because I just couldn't stick it. None of my normal medication was working. So it did get me, I think, about an hour's sleep. I thought, so Tuesday all day again. I came down once and ended up on the settee because I felt so drunk and my head was all over the place. It was banging. So I took strong painkillers again. Back up to bed. And I slept then for about an hour. Put it all in darkness, slept for an hour. By 4 o'clock I felt a bit better on Tuesday. So I came downstairs, got on the settee, and then about 5:30, Grant says, just fancy going for a little walk, see if that, you know, a bit of fresh air, we'll take the dog, only sort of round the block up to the school field and back. I said, yeah. So I could take my stick and hold on to him. And you know what? It was lovely just getting out in some fresh air. So my migraine had got down to a headache then, which I didn't mind. So I went for a nice walk around with the dog. She thought it was great. Come back and then just pretty much chilled out all that night. Didn't do an awful lot. I did start some colouring because just excuse me, I haven't got thing. I always get a tickly throat when I come on here. I think it's because you know you're not supposed to cough when you're doing a video, but yeah, sorry. So yeah, and the kids, Millie and Jessie, were in the kitchen table colouring. So they said, oh, Mum, we don't know what to do. And I just seen Colour with Claire put up a thing for this spring challenge. Is where she gives you 6 colours. I think it's like 2 greens, 2 blues, like a peachy colour, 2 sort of like peachy colours, a black and a white. And you've got to colour a picture just using them colours. So she gives you a list of the colours in Arteza, Prima colours, Carche, is it Arche, whatever it's called. Then one's Castle Art, Black Widow, Arteza. She gives you pretty much all the colours in each set written down. So the girls wanted the Arteza one and they said I had to have the Black Widow ones. So they chose me a picture. So we did do that. I did a little bit of colouring Tuesday night, which really relaxed me. Didn't have any music on. They were listening to theirs through their ear pods. So it was quite quiet just for colouring. I found it quite therapeutic. Millie had finished hers, of course, within 2 hours, and it was absolutely fantastic. You know, brilliant. I will show you again. Me and Jess were still like on the first bits. Was it Millie or Jess? No, Jessie, I think, chose my picture. So I'm nearly about finished mine. Jessie's 3/4 away through hers. I don't think she wants anybody to see hers, but that's fine. So I will show that. But it was challenging. Very challenging. I'm doing I think it's a tree. I'm not sure if it's out of Hannah Carlson or it's out of Kanoko one. I'm not sure. It's one of the Colour in Heaven ones Jess chose for me. But I enjoyed doing it. It was a bit of fun. You know, because, you know, I don't really know how to mix the colours and the colouring pencils and all that. So I did have a go. Some of it is okay. Some of it came out really nice and others are a bit like, ooh. But it don't matter. It was a challenge and that's what... But it was fun just sitting there and having a go. Took my mind off everything. Still got a headache now, but it's just a dull ache. I mean, I usually get it for quite a few days after. But I don't mind. Don't mind a dull ache. It's when it's absolutely banging your head, isn't it? Gets unbearable. So yeah, we've been out walking every day. I'm trying to keep that up with the dog. Millie's taken to riding Jessie's bike because she couldn't ride a bike before because of her feet, and now she's had both operations. Although her feet will never be 100% right, or 100% pain free, but it's able to ride a bike. So she's been riding the bike while we take the dogs for a walk. Dogs, I've only got one dog for a walk. She rides the bike. Then when I get up onto the big field, I can let the dog off and the dog will chase Millie. Millie will squeak the ball in her pocket and the dog will chase her and I can just stand and watch, which is great. So yeah, but I'm trying to keep up the walking because I think you've got to get out, got to get fresh air. So once a day, I said all of us have got to try and get out. Josh has gone a bit, he started off great going out, but he's gone a bit withdrawn. So he hasn't gone out. Don't think Grant went out yesterday. Me and Millie did, and I don't think Jessie did yesterday. But I'm determined to try and go out at least once a day for a little walk. If my legs are up to it, that is. So, yeah. But poor old Lil, she really doesn't know what's hit her with all these walks. I think one day she went on 3. You're right. It's alright, it's only Millie.
String, I don't know where it's gone.
What string?
This stuff's all
Just take the whole lot. Millie's going to decide with the leftover floss, aren't you? She's going to make some bracelets. So she's going in the shed and she's going to make bracelets and bits of jewellery out of all the bits you can find, don't you?
Yeah.
That's what she's challenged us. Love you too. See you in a bit. So that's what she's challenged herself. So she said floss that hasn't got any DMC or anything number she's taken. She's going to twist some bracelets and if she can find any bits of old jewellery in there, she's going to use that and maybe make necklaces, bracelets, whatever she can find. I said, go for it. Whatever you can find, you can use it. She says, anything out of bounds? I said, nope. Anything and everything in there. If you can find it and you can use it, carry on. So she's happy with Larry in there. So I probably won't see her only for food. Because Millie's got to come out for, if she's hungry, she's like her dad, grumpy. She'll be out for food. Or I'll put it through the door, say, yeah, eat this, drink this. So that's that. What have we been doing? Oh, crocheting. No, I'm not crocheting. Why I said crocheting is because I saw some crocheting hooks yesterday I thought were quite cool. Cross stitching. I saw on Instagram a group called Be Well and Stitch, and it's supposed to encourage each other to cross stitch while we're all stuck at home. And a few of the designers that are there have put up some free patterns, and there was one on there. Can I check? Be well and stitch. So I thought I'll have a go at that. It looks quite simple, you know, because I don't want nothing too complicated, and I've got bits of floss, you know. So I said to Millie, you choose the colours and I'll do it. She said I want pastels. I said doesn't matter what it is, you just choose the colours and I'll do it. And I did, and that's what I come up with from the pattern. Be Well and Stitch. So that went up on the Be Well and Stitch site. Somebody put it up, and the lady that I don't know how to say, like Kirsty, I don't know how you say your name. The lady very kindly wrote on my Instagram page, because I put it on my Instagram, and then tagged Be Well and Stitch and the lady that what the hell is her name? It's gonna bug me. I've got it written down here. Oh, there. Can you see it? Kits G Cross Stitch at, and she's got her Etsy shop as well. And she said she loved it, and she loved the fact that I'd done it in pastels. She said that was different to what everybody else had been doing in it. So that gave me a little, ooh, thank you. Do you know what I mean? Gives you a little boost, doesn't it? Because I know I'm not, you know, I'm not going to be able to tackle all of the intricate patterns that some of the free ones that have gone up. I mean, they're well out of my league, but something like that, basics. I'm going to have a look through for some more. And I've also joined a group which is legally free cross stitch patterns. So they make sure that they're legally are free. They know they're not ripping anybody off. So there's a few on there that I've seen. But I just want a couple of little projects to do, you know, in between my Boffy one, my Fox one. I know I've got the Tiger Lily one as well. But I just fancy a couple of little ones, and I'm hopefully going to sort out some material to start the balloon one, which is going to be a biggie as well. Well, a biggie for me, not for you lot, but for me. So I've got that white material, which me and Millie are hopefully going to dye. We might do it today, actually, if she's up for it. Might see if she's up for that this afternoon. Because I've got some blue hair dye. What else could I use to dye it blue? This is the thing, isn't it? But I only can find some blue hair dye. So we're going to see if that works. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. We can use it for something. I'll find something to use it for. I'll find some pattern that I can go for. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to doing the balloon one. Really looking forward to it. And then somebody put up on the site ones of these Easter bunnies with little eggs. I don't know if the pattern's free, because she didn't say, so I've asked her if the pattern's free on that one or where it is, because it was a really lovely Easter one. You know, when you just see a picture and it really appeals to you. I saw this one of these bunnies and these patterned eggs, and it looks so nice, but I don't know whether it's a free one or not. Excuse me for coughing again. So yeah, so I'm really enjoying the cross stitch, and because Trees Addy gave me them two, the small 6-inch Q snaps and the big Q snaps, I've now got a ring free, the big ring free, because I'm using the Q snaps, but I've got the big ring, is it the 10-inch one? 11-inch one, whatever it is, so that can be to start my balloons. And of course, Becky's Madness for Crafting sent me all the floss. So I've got no excuse. So if I can get this material sorted, I have ordered another piece of just sort of like a bluey colour, because as I say, the one that I wanted, I don't think I'm going to get for quite a long time from Bulgaria, because they can't get out to post it. And that's fine, because I'll still want it, because it's a beautiful piece. So I have got one that I think is coming in today. Because I told her no rush whenever, you know, if you happen to be going past the post box, great. If you're not, don't worry about it. I'm in no particular hurry. But she posted it near enough the same day. I had, was it yesterday? No, 2 days ago to say that she'd posted it. And then something's just come now, and it looks like, that's the only thing I can think it could be. But I wanted to get this done, so I haven't opened it to see what it is. So I should be doing that after. So if my dyeing thing doesn't work, then I should be maybe using that or something's, I don't know. But I do want to start the balloon one, because I've been so excited about it. I sound like a kid in a sweetie shop with it. What else? Still making me bread. Well, as you know, I like to make bread, but can't get hold of flour, strong flour anywhere. We went around looking everywhere yesterday, because I only bought enough in that I normally buy for normally making bread, because I tend to make my own bread quite a bit, or the girls like to make bread every now and again. And we've started making the bread rolls we had, so which we've got down to a fine art now. And then I had a go at making hot dog rolls. The same recipe, but you know, trying to string it out to look like a hot dog roll. Sort of half worked. It looked like in between a hot dog roll and a burger roll. I don't think I did the stretching it out properly. And you know, you pull it out and then you let it puff up a bit, thingy doo dah. Yeah, I didn't do that right. But they were tasty. They were tasty and they worked. They just weren't. They look, they're more like a hot dog roll. I did a hot dog roll and a burger roll. They were unique, if nothing else. But yeah, so I've been looking round and round and round. So I've only got about 400 grams of strong flour left. But I went to Tesco's with Millie this morning to get the weekly bits just to top up, so we've got enough in the house. So we queued, because it's like 2 meters apart, and Tesco's have got a whole one-way system, and outside it's all taped, so you have to wait outside, only so many in, which is brilliant. I've got no problems with that at all. And we did find there was a couple of bags of granary strong flour, so I grabbed a bag of that. So I'm going to do half in half granary, half strong white, and do that, because I can't remember if it's Millie or Jessie that doesn't like the granary. I think it's Millie, but she will have a mixed one, you know, when I've bought one that's mixed. So I thought I'd have a go at that. I've never tried to do one mixed myself, so that will be an experiment. But I read on I think it was Google News or something last night. You know, they shoot up bits of things, and it was saying that there isn't a flour shortage, because there hasn't been flour in the shops for, well, since people started going crazy buying it. And I thought, oh God, is there a flour shortage? But they put up yesterday, the flour manufacturers. No, there's not a shortage of flour, but there is a shortage of the bags, because apparently the bags that they make to make the, you know, the 2 kilogram. No, is it 2 kilogram or 1 kilogram bags? Whatever it is, the size of the bags, I can't remember. Takes a lot to change their machines over, and because not saying an awful lot of people baked with the flour, but more industries wanted flour in the bigger bags, so they would be doing that more than they would be doing the little bags. And of course, now all of a sudden all these people have stockpiled bread flour and ordinary flour, they haven't got any bags in reserve, so they can't keep up with the demand. So they said hopefully they'll start to, now people have stopped panic buying because there's been plenty of stuff in the shops. They'll hopefully start whittling back the flour now, and we'll start seeing it back in the shops. I'm hoping to get me bread flour because I want to continue, because I've been doing it now probably 8 or 9 months, trying to do it on a regular basis. I just think it's nice for the kids and therapeutic for me, because I bash hell out of bread. So if anybody's pissed me off, it's like poof, poof, poof. Yeah. It's great therapy for that. Take my word for it, guys. It's great therapy for that. Right, going to go over you. Right, I tried to be clever. I tried to do the Rachel Ray method. Right, we'll just put the washi tape on, then pull this, and it's going to rip up there. And let me just take that bit off. Well, that bit down the bottom just ripped off in my hand. And then I tried to do that. That ripped. Can you see? Can you see there? There's the one line. That's another. And then somewhere in the middle, there's another piece. And I've run out of washi tape, so yeah, I made a right bolsh of that. So I don't know whether this is a bit thinner than normal for Diamond Art Club, I don't know. And I haven't got, I thought I had another spare plastic one, but I haven't. And I don't know if I've got any parchment paper, so we're going to just have to make do. Just going to have to make do. So it means I'm going to have to try and complete what I can as I'm doing it. So Grant will have to, you know, help with the cooking, but don't tell him. Okay, shh, we won't tell him. My light pad underneath is having hippie fit because, stupidly, it's my fault, totally my fault, my own fault. I put it up in the unit that you see behind me when I do my floss tube. It goes up on that unit behind me, right? And usually I make sure that the cable is not dangling down. Well, I either didn't make sure it wasn't dangling down, or I knocked it down, or what, but it was dangling down. And then Grant was bleaching the floor with the mop, and when he got to this unit, he would just, you know, flick the mop back and forth. Didn't look to see if there's anything dangling on the floor. So bleachy water got into the USB bit of my cable. It is fully dried, I assure you, but it's hit and miss whether it works. So I think it's a combination of the little connection and now the USB. So I'm just hoping it keeps going. So we have to have a little play with it to get it going. But it is my fault. He did apologise. He said, oh, I'll buy you a new one. I'm sorry. I said, well, it's my fault. I didn't realise it was hanging down. And being a man, he wouldn't think to look if there was anything in the way, like, you know what I mean? I'll be a man for saying that. Love you, darling, and you. No, he is good. But yeah, so now I make sure that I keep all my cables up and out the way and double check that they haven't fallen down before I put it away. So I did a colour with me yesterday, finished that picture of the rabbit and the lampshade, the lamp, which I really like. I really enjoy doing the colour with me's. Just relaxes me. It's not very, I never get many views, but that's fine, because I do it for me, for the relaxation for me. And again, for anybody that thinks they can't do it, take a look at what I'm that I'm doing and that I can do it, so they can do it. So, you know, that's fine. Come on in, whoever it is. It's hubby. You heard me talking about him. That's why he's come in. You alright?
I'll give the tin of dark wax I got.
Tin of dark wax.
I'll put the tin of dark wax down somewhere.
Isn't? I don't think I've got it anywhere here. I thought you took it outside with you. Have you looked in the shelf or in the shelf in the front room? Grant, shelf in the front room. He's gone again now. He puts them safe, he says, and they can never find him. So I have to think of all the logical places that he puts things when he just sticks them down. 9 times out of 10 I'm usually right of where he's put them. Anybody else's husband like that? You have to know where they put their stuff as well, because they can never remember. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to say this week. Oh yeah, my dad phoned. They're okay at the moment. Mum's not doing too bad this week. They've taken her off one lot of medication and they're waiting for the results to put her on a different medication. Bit of a rough start yesterday morning, but she did calm down a lot after. But Dad had a bill for the care, and the council are paying some, and then he has to pay the rest. And a company called Powers Plus is supposed to be doing all the paperwork, getting it set up. So Dad's set up the bank accounts. He's put his money into it. 5 weeks we've been trying to get this company to sort out the payment, so they get it from the council into this account, and then this account would pay it directly to the care company. No, we're still waiting. So they decided they send Dad these forms out. Of course he can't fill them in, he doesn't understand them. I can't go to him because we're on lockdown and he's on the 12-week got to stay isolated jobby. And this isn't an emergency like it was the other week, so I can't just, you know. So he phoned up the company. Oh, she's not here. Well, can I speak to her now? Oh, I don't think she's coming in tomorrow either. Well, can I speak to somebody, you know, that can help me? Oh, there's nobody here. You'll have to wait until she rings her back. Now, the bill's due to be paid on Monday, which is £900 roughly. And that isn't a full month's one. So I think his contribution was like £200. So he's having to pay the £900 himself because he doesn't want to lose the care, because that's his sanity for having somebody else in to help him with Mum in the morning. You know, to get her in a good state for the morning. So I said, so I'm going to ring him after and see if he's done this form. If not, then I will. I said, you'll have to read each section over the phone, and I will try. But being dyslexic, I find forms very difficult anyway, because it just looks like a blur to me. And trying to do it over the phone is going to be, challenging to say the least. So I did say to him, there's a guy that lives up the road, one of the best friends. I said, can I ask him, because he can come down and go up the garden or something, still be 2 meters away, and he can go through it with you. So he was going to see about that. But yeah, so I said I need to get that sorted ASP, because they haven't got the money. He can do it, just about do it this month, but he won't be able to do it in consecutive months, and especially when he's not supposed to be paying it out of his own pocket. So I'm hoping that I can get that sorted for him. So he said he's finding it hard. He said he's glad he's got his garden so he can go up and puddle in there. But he's missing the grandkids terrible. So he did do a drive past on Thursday, because he had to do something with the doctor. So we just did a drive past and stopped opposite, and the kids went out and yeah, I'm going to be finishing now, so it'll be all right. So they could say hello to him across the way, so that cheered him up. So he was happy about that. I said he'd keep it going for a while. So that is my call with the hubby coming in to say that's the end of the Whip and Chat. He's hungry and he's thirsty. So I love you and leave you all. Sorry it's not as long as usual, but it's a little bit of what's going on in the lockdown in Cal Withington's life and the families. So all take care, look after yourselves, and I'll speak to you all soon, very soon. If you want to chat, everything's down below. Take care, look after yourselves. Speak to you all soon. Bye for now.